Gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the universe, here in this great hall of justice, are the most powerful forces of good ever assembled.
I'm Batman.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me! Who's got you?
Dooby-dooby-doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman!
Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
I'm Conor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel. I am immortal.
I'm Captain Kirk.
I'm a doctor. But probably not the one you expect.
Welcome everyone to a special Pensacon 2017 preview video. Get ready to preview Pensacon 2017 and I hope you enjoy this video. Leave a comment and let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy the video. First, I want to talk about my prior experiences at Pensacon. I've been to 2 previous Pensacons. Both times I went with a friend from work. The very first one I went to was in 2015. We had bought the weekend pass, 3-day pass, but we were unable to attend Friday, so we were only there for Saturday and Sunday. But we still had a great time. Attended a lot of panels. As you can see here, this is some pictures from the Colin Baker panel that I attended that Saturday. And then you can... which that was fun. I'm a great Doctor Who fan, and it was great to meet the 6th Doctor himself, Colin Baker. Listened to a lot of the Doctor Who audio dramas done by Big Finish, and it was good to ask him a couple of questions. Also attended the Co-Star Trek panel with Garrett Wang, as you all know, Ensign Harry Kim from Star Trek Voyager. And then, as you can see here from these pictures, it was great to meet him. Then Maria Sirtis, a.k.a. Counselor Deanna Troi from Star Trek, The Next Generation. It was great to meet her. As you can see from these pictures, she was a hoot at her panel. Really enjoyed her, and it was great meeting her, getting autograph and picture with her, as you can see here. So also that day I went to it was a Q&A panel with Lisa Boulderman. She did a lot of voice work on Doctor Who audio dramas, and it was great to go to her panel. If my memory serves me correct, she does the voice of Bernie Summerfield in the Doctor Who audio dramas. But nevertheless, we had a lot of great time, and also you can see here some photos of cosplayers that I had caught on that day. We really had great times that Saturday. And then Sunday, also, you know, we did the Game of Thrones panel. Everybody, you know, of course, Game of Thrones, big, huge thing. So we attended that, and you can see some pictures from that. So my wife is a huge Game of Thrones fan. So she loves Games of Thrones. So, you know, we went Sunday, and I think Sunday we didn't do that much that Sunday. There wasn't that many panels that we were interested in doing and such. So basically we just, you know, mumbled through the day. But you can see here a couple of pictures getting choked by Jar Jar, or choking just seeing Jar Jar Binks. You can also see I'm standing in the TARDIS, and I'm standing next to R2-D2. That was sort of fun to do that and such. So enjoyed that, and we had a lot of fun. So we really enjoyed our first time at Pensacon, and that was fun. So we decided we would do it the next year. We got the VIP passes, so we went the VIP style, and we enjoyed ourselves. So this time we bought the VIP passes. We were there all day, all 3 days, and enjoyed ourselves with that. The Friday didn't have that many panels. The only panel that was there that day was the Claudia Wells panel. Claudia Wells, you may remember, was famous for playing Jennifer Parker in Back to the Future, Marty McFly's girlfriend. But you can see here from pictures of various cosplayers and a nice poster gallery that they had on the second floor. I snapshot some of those movies. It was nice seeing one of the foreign posters for, I believe it was the Bride of Frankenstein. And then, of course, there was another Mystery of Fu Manchu. I believe that was Warren Oler, who was played him in that one. I'm not sure. Another foreign picture. I believe that one is for Thunderball, if I'm not mistaken. And you can see by the various, the awesome creature from Black Lagoon. Speaking of creature from Black Lagoon, Rico Brown is going to be at Pensacon. Rico Browning, who played the creature underwater. I can't wait to meet him. Creature from Black Lagoon is my favorite Universal Monster movie of all time, period. Cannot beat that. Another brother, the Seven Brothers meet Dracula. That was a Hammer film. So, but you can see through all these different pictures, the poster gallery that they had. That was fun, and I really enjoyed that. So Saturday, Friday was like just a easy day, but Saturday, oh man, we were like full throttle doing stuff all day Saturday. It was like we were just like super busy. Immediately we went down. We did the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. panel. We went to the Glenn Morrison panel. And that was really fun. Glenn Morrison, he was a really fun, great person to listen to and talk, just to listen to him. Also, we went to the Game of Thrones panel. We enjoyed that and had a great time doing that. You can see this year, last year I cosplayed. I went as the 8th Doctor from the mini episode Night of the Doctor. I enjoyed that. I have to say the 8th Doctor is probably, if I had to pick my top 3 Doctors that are my favorite, I would say top 4, 4th, 5th, 8th, and 10th Doctors are my top favorite Doctors. So I enjoy cosplays in that. As you can see in the pictures, the jacket that I'm wearing was made by my wife. She made that from scratch. And it's a very thick jacket. It's very hot. It was like 70 degrees, I believe, that day, and it was very hot to wear that thing. You can see that the leggings, my wife made those too, to simulate the World War II garters that Paul McGann wore in that episode. So, I'd like to think we got it pretty, close, but, it was, interesting costume, and it was fun to cosplay. So, and as you can see, I'm standing in front of the TARDIS, and there's the 4th Doctor along with me, and there I am getting ready to fight a Dalek. Also, I participated in the cosplay costume contest last year. The lady that won in the division that I was competing in really deserved it. Her costume was really magnificent. I guess that's a pun of the term since she went as magnificent, but she won that division, and rightfully so. She deserved to win it. But here's some pictures from backstage that I took of some of the contestants who were competing in the division that I was competing in. So that was fun. So we went Sunday. We attended 3 panels that day. The Doctor Who panel, Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor, along with Terry Morale, who played Darius during the David Tennant. David Tennant, got David Tennant on my mind. Peter Davison's tenure as the Doctor, Colin Baker's tenure as the Doctor, and I also believe Sylvester McCoy's tenure. That was really good, and I enjoyed asking Pierce Davison the question if the producers picked the celery lapel for his Doctor's costume because they knew he despised celery, of his dislike for it. So that was fun. And we mingled around and just did, odd end stuff. And then later that day, we went to the Michael Dorn panel. That was fun, and listened to him talking about, his love and his hobby for flying jets. That was interesting to listen to. And his story of how him and Maria Sturris hated each other at the beginning of their time in Star Trek Next Generation. So that was good and fun to listen to. And then, of course, we attended the Michael Rooker panel. That was a hoot. I know that my friend, he is a huge Walking Dead fan, and so he really wanted to attend this. So we had fun. It was really good, and we enjoyed it. So you can see here, finishing up, showing the rest of the pictures, showing the people that I met, and I think I had a great time and such. So next, what I'm going to do is I want to talk about the people that I'm looking forward to that are coming to Pensacon, that I'm looking forward to meeting, and kind of go into explanations of why I'm so excited to meet them. Well, now I want to talk about the guests of Pensacon 2017 that I'm really looking forward to meeting myself personally. We got a lot of guests that's going to be there supporting actors who play supporting characters on Game of Thrones, supporting characters on the X-Files, Stranger Things, actors from Stranger Things and Power Rangers. But I'm going to talk about the guests that I am really looking forward to. And I guess it's appropriate that the first one that I'm going to talk about is Gates McFadden from aka Dr. Beverly Crusher from Star Trek The Next Generation. Star Trek in general is my favorite sci-fi series. And I love all 5 shows. The original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise. But I think that the Next Generation really was the catalyst for the next generation of Trekkers. And it's going to be great to get to meet Gates McFadden. She's the 3rd cast member. She will be she'll be the 4th cast member I'm getting to meet from Star Trek Next Generation. 2015, of course, as I said earlier in this video, I got to meet Maria Sturris, aka Counselor Deanna Troi, and then last year Denise Crosby, aka Lieutenant Natasha Yar, and Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Worf, or as he was known on Deep Space Nine, Lieutenant Commander Worf. So I'm really looking forward to meeting her. She's only going to be there Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to do an autograph and picture with her on Sunday because I'm cosplaying on Saturday, and I don't like getting my picture with celebs cosplaying, unless of course what I'm cosplaying relates to what character they played in a series. So anyway, The next guest, Rico Brown, a.k.a. the creature from the Black Lagoon. As I said earlier in this video, Creature from Black Lagoon is it's not one, it is my favorite Universal Monster movie of all time, period. And Rico Brown played the creature in all the underwater scenes in all 3 movies. He's, to the best of my knowledge, he's the only living actor to have played a classic Universal monster. And he went on to have a successful career as an underwater stunt coordinator and director. He did all the underwater scenes for Thunderball, and he also did the TV series Flipper. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him. That's going to be a lot of fun getting to meet him at Pensacon. So that's going to be awesome, in my opinion, to get to meet him, and I am really looking forward to it. The next guest is like a wow one for me. I'm talking about, you could call him Barry Allen, you could call him Jay Garrett. He's the Flash, and that is John Wesley Shipp. I love the original Flash series, the 1990 series that only went 1 season. I thought he was great as the Flash. And I was very disappointed when that got canceled. So when the new Flash series started and they had cast Shipp as Barry's father, I thought that was a nice serendipity touch to it. And then, as we found out in the finale for season 2, he's also playing Jay Garrett, the Flash from Earth 3 on the Flash series. I personally thought that it would have been cool, and I thought this was the route they were going to go, was that the man in the mask the whole time they were teasing, and the scene where Barry's being held captive in Zoom's lair, Zoom's lair, that Zoom's, he asks, who's that behind the iron mask? And Zoom says, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I thought it would have been cool that they unmasked, and it was John Wesley Shipp under the mask, but he was Barry Allen from another Earth, the Earth that the 1990s Flash series took place in. I thought that would have been cool, but still, I think it was great that he was cast as Jay Garrett and still part of the Flash series, so that is awesome. The next pair of guests, Terry Farrell and Renee, and I know I'm going to butcher his last name, so I'm going to do the best I can. Auberjolis. And I know I just butchered that, a.k.a. Odo from Deep Space Nine, and Terry Farrell, of course, Jadzia Dax from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I know I just said Voyager for Odo, but that's Deep Space Nine. That is my bad, and I apologize. It's going to be fun to get to see both of those. Terry Farrell, if you didn't know, of course, she went on to do that TV series with Ted Danson, Becker, after she had left Deep Space Nine. But she also done a lot of other things. I think one of the interesting things is that she, I think it was Hellraiser 3 that she did, and she also I think one of the movies that I can easily remember her from is she played the love interest to Keith Gordon in the Rodney Dangerfield film Back to School, which is an awesome movie. You guys see that? That's a classic in anything. But you know, it's going to be awesome getting to meet those two, and I can't wait. Another one I'm looking forward to is Ted Raimi. Ted Raimi, the brother of Sam Raimi. He's also a well-known actor in his own right. Joxer, the Mighty, and Xena, the Warrior Princess, and Hercules, the Legendary Journeys. He's also currently doing Ash versus the Evil Dead. I think what I enjoyed him as is Lieutenant Tim O'Neill in Sequest DSV. So it's going to be good to get to meet him. Next, Rip Brown. Rip Brown did several things throughout his career. Guest roles in such Universal TV series like Emergency, Kojak, The Rockford Files. But I think what he's one of the things he's most famous for is playing Captain America. Universal in the 70s had acquired the film rights or license rights to several Marvel characters, and they were trying to come up with these pilots for TV series, and they just made these TV movies. And Rip Brown went on to play Captain America in 2 of these movies, which you can get on DVD. I believe it's still available on DVD. It might be out of print. Also, he is famous for playing Yor, Hunter from the Future. It's I believe it was an Italian-made movie, but it's a cult classic. I love that movie, and I can't wait to meet him and, kind of talk to him and find out what it was like to film that movie. So, moving on down the road to other guests on the list that I am really, really looking forward to. I have to say that this has been probably one of the best packed guest lineups that they've had. They've outdone themselves. Scott Shaw, he is a famous comic book artist, writer. Probably what I know him for myself is Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew. Probably one of my favorite, comic books. And I can't wait to meet him. I met him in 2015, but I can't wait to meet him again. And I've got another issue of Captain America and Zoo Crew that I want to get signed by him. David J. Skull. He's a documentarist. He's done a lot of documentaries on Universal Monster movies. Probably very knowledgeable, and I just I'm going to love meeting him, picking his brain, because I am a huge Universal Monster movie fan, and I'd love to just test my knowledge against his and see, am I really the expert that I think I am, or am I just a novelist? So it'd be interesting talking to him, and I can't wait for that. And then we have Walter Koenig, aka Vincent Pavel Chekhov. I can't wait to meet him. There are only 4 surviving cast members from the original series: Nichelle Nichols, George Takei, Walter Koenig himself, and William Shatner. I met Nichelle Nichols in 2015, a very lovely, wonderful lady, and got to meet her again in 2016. Also at that time, I got to meet the legendary William Shatner, who I thought I'd never get to meet. That was just that was like I'm not worthy moment. But now to get to meet Walter Koenig is going to be awesome, and I can't wait for that. He's gone on to have a successful career too in television. He played. He had a successful run on the series Babylon 5. He went on to do that. He wrote an episode in the anime series, The Infinite Vulcan. May not know that. He wrote that. So he's done that. It was Alfred Bester that he played in Babylon 5, and he's had a good career, and it's going to be fun to get to meet him and kind of ask him some questions about being on during the time of being on the set for the original series. So that's going to be a fun time to enjoy. Jake the Snake Roberts, probably one of the famous WWE, or at that time WWF superstars from the late 80s, early 90s. Jake the Snake Roberts, probably one of the greatest WWF superstars to have never held a title in that company. Nobody will ever, you can't forget him bringing out Damien the Python. So it's going to be great to meet him, to meet a legend like Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Star Trek and wrestling. That's my fortes that I really love. So the next set of guests is Doctor Who, and that is Sylvester McCoy, the Seventh Doctor, and his companion Sophie Aldridge, aka Ace. This is the third actor from the classic Doctor Who series that they have had at Pensacon, and there's only 5 surviving Doctor Who classic Doctor Who doctors. Tom Baker, who unfortunately no longer does international conventions. Peter Davison, the 5th Doctor, who was at Pensacon last year, and then Colin Baker, the 6th Doctor, who was at Pensacon 2015. This year we get Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor, which only leaves us with Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor. I'm really looking forward to meeting both Mr. McCoy and Sophie Adler, and hopefully that it's going to be fun. I can't wait. And finally on my list is Sandra Burgerman. She was famous for playing Arnold Schwarzenegger's love interest in Conan the Barbarian. It was Valerie that she played, and then she went on to play the villainous Queen Gertrude in Red Sonja. She's also done a lot of other appearances in movies. She played one of the lunar base officers in the movie Airplane 2, the sequel, clinging to William Shatner. She also did this wonderful movie that I love, and it's just a hilarious movie called Stewardess School. Also, she did Hell Comes to Frogtown with the late Roddy Piper. So, looking forward to meeting her. Also, can't forget Xanadu. Xanadu, she was one of the 9 muses in that movie. So, you can't forget Xanadu. I love Xanadu. So, looking forward to meeting her. It's going to be fun. So those are all the people that I'm looking forward to. I know who I'm looking forward to is not necessarily who you're looking forward to, but nevertheless, I'm going to try to go as to many panels as I can go. I'm going to be recording them, and I'm just going to have a great time. So if you see me around and you see I've got my camera up, say hi, and and I'll put you on the camera if you want. So anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it. I can't wait for Pensacon 2017. So let's all have a great time.
Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Pensacon is going to be great. Can't wait. And hopefully I'll see you all there at Pensacon 2017. If you see me around, come up. I'll be glad if you want to be in the video. Be glad to get you in it. I will be recording as many panels as I can, and I'm looking to have a lot of fun, and hope to see you all there. Don't forget to check out the rest of the other videos on my page, other panels and other videos. So thank you for watching, and thank you.